Megan, today's showdown between the top team in the MAC East and the top team in the MAC West was nothing short of exciting, coming down to the final 0.3 seconds. Fortunately, it wasn't the outcome the Chippewas were looking for like when they played before, but there was a bright spot in today's game. Presley Hudson becoming the all-time scoring leader in CMU basketball history. Some breaking news for you tonight. CMU announced they will be making a leadership change in their football program. The school announced that head coach John Bonamigo will not be returning to the team. Hey guys, yeah, we're here in Sault Ste. Marie at the I-500, and I'm joined by my best buddy and the chairman of the I-500, Rick Federow. We were just attempting a world record. You guys just missed it. I'm serious. Just a few minutes ago, they went back up and they're going into downtown Sault Ste. Marie. So, Rick, I know last year we tried it. We tried it again. Fell just a little bit short, but hey, it's the spectacle of it, isn't it? I'm Cassidy Cobb at Jim Week Arena, where we've got double the Bulldog basketball action with the men's and the women's teams facing off against Ashland. We're in the heart of conference play now, and we've got a big one that happened tonight, right, Matt?
Yeah, big one in the Big North.
Matthew, I don't know about you, but this is my favorite time of year. Every team has a reason why or how they made it here. Like you said, Reed City making this their 9th playoff appearance straight, and making the postseason just part of a tradition. And then there's Benzie, the underdog, who came out on top during the regular season to make it to this point. Thanks for sticking with us. We've still got some basketball action to get to, plus a lot more, but let's start with the Northwest League, where Glen Lake hosts Buckley. Megan, 8.5 hours and 500 laps later, we have a winner of the I-500, and he's a Northern Michigan native. Staying with the Highland, Beale City made the trip to Manton, where the Aggies challenged the Rangers' undefeated conference record. Manton was ahead coming back from halftime, but the Aggies were hungry for that lead. Logan Chilman drives to the bucket and gets the double for Beale City. Later, Jacob Hahn from downtown drains the three, and the Rangers now have a 10-point lead. Can't quit on those Aggies, though. Shot goes up, but bounces out. But hey, Seth Schaefer is there and gets the putback, and they're closing in on Manton. This game keeps going back and forth. Hahn on the breakaway dishes it out to Caleb Moore with no one on him. He throws up the easy three from that same spot for the Rangers. Aggies return the favor. Ty Schaefer from long buries it from outside the arc. Only seconds left in the third. Freshman Lucas McKernan just glides right in for the basket before the buzzer sounds. Coach McElwain said he is going to be doing one-on-one interviews with everyone within the program, and he's expected to get right to work right after Christmas break. In Mount Pleasant, Cassidy Cobb, 9 and 10 News. It is rare to see a woman having an impact on a football program, but in Bear Lake, that's exactly the case. Sam Mullet made her passion for the game into a career, going from the stands to the sidelines.
We just always liked going to football and always liked watching football, and it's like our family activity. That's what we do together, is go to football.
Sam Mullet has been a football fan as long as she can remember.
My football family began, I guess, when I was probably 3. I think this is our 20th year now to going to Michigan State home games. We've had season tickets forever. I don't remember a time not going.
The love for the sport instilled in her from her family, especially her dad, who passed away in 2012.
He definitely took me to football games, and he played football until he hurt himself, so he supported us being a football family.
After Mullet graduated college, she came back to her alma mater, Bear Lake, and found out the school was starting their own football program, headed up by her former science teacher, John Prokes.
I went into his classroom one day when I was back home and said, I heard we're getting a football team and that you're probably going to be the coach. Is there something I could do to help? Like, I know how to keep stats because I know how to keep stats. I was like, I could do the stats, I could film, I know what good film looks like, I could do the film, I know how to give people water. I'm so excited we have a football team.
Prokes had the perfect position for her.
So she offered to help, if there's any way I could help you. Well, that kind of evolved into, well, help me set up our offense and help me set up, how we're going to run this offense. And she took the ball and just went above and beyond all my expectations. She was doing all the work for me. So next thing you know, it kind of became, well, wait a minute, why don't we make this something a little bit more? Why don't you just call the offense? Why don't you run our offense? Why don't you be the offensive coordinator?
Whistle right, Hawaii black arrow on one. So it's been interesting to be the play caller. I never saw this coming. There was no plan, and then this happened. So we need to stop, Brad. Let's go.
And it's not just the coaching staff that recognizes her talent, but her players as well.
She's amazing. She's energetic in practice, and she gets everybody into it.
They're like, I don't know, like 20 brothers I didn't know I wanted. So it's been different, and it's a little odd to be the person calling the plays.
A woman offensive coordinator is rare in the state and around the country, but she doesn't think about it.
It's just, to me, it's just football players, football coaches, and I don't even pay attention to anything like that, I guess. I just, you know, if your football's your thing, then football's your thing, and just do it. I'm just doing this because this is what I know and this is what I love.
And her football knowledge impresses anyone around her.
She knows more than I do. I'd challenge anybody to talk to her about football, and she can take anybody on in that capacity. There's no doubt about that at all. And like I said, when she first volunteered to help, it was just kind of, hey, any way I can. It's like, well, yeah, I'll take your help, but it was just her and me. And, you know, well, hey, what do you think of this offense? How can we run this? And she started throwing out ideas, and it's like, yeah, I like that. And then I'd give her more tasks to do and more tasks to do. And she accomplished all of them, you know, so she's quite the coach, and I think her future is extremely bright in football.
The love for the game resulted in her dream job, something that her father would have enjoyed watching.
He probably would have been in the stands going nuts, and, you know, that's my daughter, that would have been him. So it's a little hard, but I think he'd be pretty happy with me taking it to the next level. I didn't know that this was the plan, but maybe this is the plan, so I'm just gonna see where it goes.
Bear Lake wrapped up their second season as a program a few weeks ago. Coach Prokes and, of course, Coach Mullet hope to continue building the program into a winner.